Hey there, I'm just going to do a quick cut and engrave with my Glowforge Pro. I'm going to pick a design that I already have done because I've been selling quite a few of these. So, sorry in advance about what this is, but I'm sure you've seen it online. So yeah, I have two of those set up. I did set custom settings because it was not cutting through when I was picking the Glowforge settings for this because my wood might be a little bit damp being in the basement. So it's going to cut 140 full power. And I have the engraving portion set at 1100. This has worked for me to get through it. So, is it gonna make, yeah, it's gonna make me pick the material size. So the wood that I'm using is 0.05. It's gonna adjust a little bit, make sure it's in there, and we hit print. I can hear my machine in the other room moving. We're gonna go to that in a second. It's just preparing the print, it's auto-focusing, doing all those good things. Okay, so we'll go over there. Okay, so this here is my Glowforge. It needs to be cleaned up. I've been running it all morning. And when that light flashes blue, you just hit the button. It's gonna fire up. The best thing that I find to clean a Glowforge, I use baby wipes. It works really, really well. You can see. So I'll give it a quick wipe down when this is done. This here, cut for 2 hangers, takes about 22 minutes. I'm trying to stay still, I'm holding my phone. While that one's cutting, I'll show you up here. This is my basement, so it is unfinished down here, but it's because I haven't vented out, the other machine vented out the window. This one here somebody gave me. It's actually a broken Glowforge because a tube went in it, and I'm going to be getting that repaired soon, so then I'll have 2 Glowforge Pros up and running. This is where we're at now with it. I paused it, I ran upstairs, made a coffee, and it's great if you put your laundry right beside your Glowforge machine because you get so much laundry done in between cuts. My dryer's running right now in the background. Alright, so I'm just going to let that go. I'm going to come back before it starts cutting. So when you come back into the Glowforge app, you can see the countdown of the time remaining on the cut before it's fully done. This here's a Glowforge chat. When you pay for their software yearly, you get access to all the community chat and stuff. People ask a lot of questions and things in there and help each other out if they get stuck or have issues with machines. But Glowforge customer care is excellent as well. Any problems, any questions, anytime I've had to contact them, they've been great. So yeah, we're just hanging out waiting for this here. So right now the Glowforge has about 9 minutes left to go. So I'm working on crocheting a fishing set that I sell on Etsy. So this is my page, and this is just my Facebook page, not my Etsy. I'm looking for a picture of the fishing set. Here it is here. So this is what I'm making right now, so I like to have them pre-made and ready to go so it makes for fast shipping. So that's what I'm doing right now while waiting for the Glowforge to finish up. And when I'm posting videos with Cricut and things like that, I am a Cricut ambassador, so I do know quite a bit about Cricut machines and making lots of different things with them. So if you have any questions, feel free to post in the comments or contact me even on my page directly and I can try to help you out. Here's where we're at now with this. It's moving pretty quick. But see how dusty it gets and all the little marks here? A baby wipe gets rid of that really quick, and I also have some glass cleaners and things like that. with the Glowforge, engraving usually takes the longest. Cutting is pretty quick, and so scoring is really fast when you score things, but if you did that, it would all be hollow letters, so that's why I'm engraving. I do lots of different things with the Glowforge. I engrave cutting boards. I've got some dice and different frames and lots of wood around, so I'll be posting more videos making Christmas ornaments, things like that. If you have a Glowforge or you're interested in getting one, it's definitely a good machine. I've had this one here now for about 1.5 years. Could have picked anything to be the first thing that I made on the Glowforge for a YouTube video, and this is where I'm at with this. It's what's selling though. People are picking these up. This is what it's like when it's done. I haven't cleaned these off yet. When they're done, you might have some scoring lines here. A magic eraser takes those off really well. Soapy water or even the baby wipes are good for that too. So I just wipe it off. If you wipe here, it will lighten that. So it'll make it lighter. You can still read it where it's engraved, but I usually try not to hit any of the letters. As soon as it gets that next word done, it's going to be cutting. So now it is cutting. And you can see the smoke in it go into the back of the machine. That's because the fan's in the back. I also keep a fire extinguisher at my feet just in case. And I have a big sink to my left, so if anything were to happen, I would either toss it in the sink or use fire extinguisher, obviously. Probably sink first, because it's on the, on your, right underneath it. I'm drawing a blank on the name right now. But yeah. Never ever had an issue though, but it's better just to be prepared if you do. And I like to watch it when it cuts. I don't leave it alone so much when it's cutting. I'm not worried when I'm engraving it to the extent that I am when it's cutting. I like to be down here. But I usually am always monitoring my Glowforge. I don't leave it alone too long when it's running and doing anything, just to be safe. Almost done. I'm hoping that it drops down a little bit once that gets to the top. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Drop. A little bit it did. Yeah, that's going to be easy to get out. But you can see all those scorch marks on it. You can wipe those off. And once it's first done, it will smell a little bit smoky, kind of like almost like a fireplace. But that smell fades. Hand sanitizer helps get rid of that smell too. If you're trying to sell it quickly and you don't want it to smell like that when the customer picks it up, use some hand sanitizer on it or soapy water. That's what has worked for me. Look at all that smoke. I used to be so nervous using this machine when I first got it, but once you get used to it, it's not a big deal. And it is almost done. And then what you do when it moves back into place, your blue light is still on, you leave the lid shut until that light turns off, like that. That means that it sucked more air out of the machine, so you're not going to open it up and get any toxic chemicals, or toxic smells, I should say, from what you're cutting. Depending on what you're cutting, you're not supposed to cut like leather, I guess, and things like that, or engrave it. Now this one here is a little bit in there, so I'm going to have to pick this up and bend it to get that out. But where I have that line there, I know that I'll be able to get that out just by pushing it, and then you sand it. Because see how this here is not bad, that you just literally take that right off and then give it a sand, and it'll be good to go. And what I usually use for sanding them is these little things that I got at Canadian Tire, and they work really good to get them sanded. Yeah, so thank you for watching. Until the next video, please subscribe. I've got lots of different things. I'm going to be showing how to crochet different items, and use some knitting machines in the future too. Alright, thank you.